Okay, we'll start today's session. Controlling is the last topic of module 2. Okay, in this session, we are going to discuss about controlling and some of its aspects. Okay, so as we discussed in the earlier class, there are various management functions. Controlling is one of the management function. Okay, the main objective of control is to identify the variations between the standards set and performance, then to take necessary steps to prevent the occurrence of such variations in future. Okay, so in controlling means, so already there are standards. As manager, you have to ensure that whether everything is going according to what you have expected. If there are deviations, then manager will interfere and he will take the control action. Okay, that is the controlling. When there is deviation from the standards, it may be the performance of the subordinates, or it may be a process. Okay, if the process go out of control, then you have to make some modifications in the inputs. Okay, so like that there are different types of controls. Okay, in since we are studying controlling in management course, so we concentrate control in terms of controlling people, controlling subordinates. Okay, if the performance of a subordinate is not up to the level, then manager will interfere and he will try to guide him. Okay, at times he may give or issue orders, he may take any corrective measures. Okay, so that he can enhance the performance of the subordinate. Controlling is the process through which managers assure that actual activities conform to planned activities. Conform means if there is no deviation from the standard, that we call it as conform. Okay. Steps in a control process. So there are various steps. Three basic steps in a control process are establishing standards, measuring and comparing actual results against standards, and taking corrective action. Okay, these are the steps involved. If there are no standards, so then it is difficult to do comparison. Then if you don't know the process or the performance is below the expected level, then you cannot take corrective action. Okay, so the basic fundamental thing or the foundation for controlling process is establishing standards. Okay, if the performance is not up to the standard, then so the deviation will be measured. Okay, whether it is 20% below the standard or 5% below, like that it will be measured. Then according to that, corrective action will be taken. These are the steps involved in control process. So establishing standards, the first step in the control process is to establish standards against which results can be measured. Since the entire operations cannot be observed, each organization must develop its own list of key result areas for the purpose of control. Okay, so if you consider a well-established organization, a multinational company, it is difficult for a top-level manager to look after all the activities of the company. Okay, then you have to consider the key areas on which he has to concentrate. Like that, every manager has to decide the key areas on which he has to focus. Some key areas in all business organizations are profitability. That means every company will try to increase its profit margin. Okay, so that is the profitability. Market position. Okay, so every company will try to lead the market. If you consider the market position of Geo. Okay, so now they are ruling in the telecommunication sector. Like that, every company will try to dominate its area of business. Okay, if it is an automotive company, car manufacturing company, there is competition among various companies like Maruti, Toyota. Okay, so Hyundai, so Volkswagen, like that, there will be competition. Okay, so then productivity, every company will try to increase its productivity. Okay, so productivity means it is about reducing the cost of production. Okay, by utilizing less resources, if it is able to get maximum output, so that we consider as better productivity. Okay, next, personal development. It is related to human resource development, then employee attitudes and public responsibility. Since again, a business organization is also a social system, since people are involved and all business organizations are answerable to society, also answerable to the government. Okay, so they are also having stake in the entire system, so that's why they are also public responsibility. These are considered as some of the key areas on which top level managers have to concentrate or have to focus. An executive who wishes to control a particular key area must determine the level of performance or PAR. PAR is nothing but this is another term used to level of performance. PAR for each characteristic in quantitative terms. Quantitative terms means in terms of numbers. Okay, so before, if you are preparing for an examination, you also set a target. Okay, so in this course I have to score 60 marks, 80, 90. Okay, depending on your capability and your interest towards studies and other factors, you will also set a standard. Okay, so for your performance, if you are able to score more than what you have expected, you will be very happy. If you score less than what you expected to score, you will be unhappy. Similarly, in most of the activities, so there will be expected level and there will be actual result. Okay, so quite often some people will use the term par excellence. Par excellence means the performance will be greater than the standard. Okay, so that is called as par excellence, or it will be equal or more than expected. The performance is good. In order to say that, so some people will use the performance is par excellence. Okay. Next, measuring and comparing actual results against standards. One important point to be considered here is whether measurement and comparison are to be done at various stages in the throughput process or at the end. Okay, so you have prepared some models in basic workshop lab in third semester. Okay, and even I think you have not entered machine shop. Okay, in basic workshop you have prepared fitter model. Okay, while filing, when do you go for measuring the dimension of the model? At the end or after removing some material, do you go for measuring the value? Okay, when you are going to do that?
Sir, for accurate models, as and when we remove the material, we will measure it, sir.
Okay, so you will decide. Okay, you know the consequences. For some cases, if you don't measure in between, okay, after completion of the model, while going for fitting, if you go for measuring the dimension, you may be in trouble. Okay, by anticipating that, what you are going to do is after cutting or after filing to some extent, you will measure. Okay, and you will check its flatness and other things also. So that is the you have decided some stages where you have to check the dimension of the model. Similarly, if it is a manufacturing process also, you are going to check that quality. Quality will be checked at various stages. Okay. Similarly, if it is managing people also, so you have to look into at different stages or at the end. Okay. So that is the that is one of the thing. Okay. Next, if the purpose of control is to catch trouble while it is performing, it is forming. Okay, so then this should be done at various strategic points before the end of the throughput process. Throughput process is nothing but it is the conversion of raw material into a finished product. Okay, so that is the throughput process. Next, taking corrective action. If there is deviation between what is going on and expected result, okay, then you have to take the corrective action. Corrective action should be taken without wasting time so that the normal position can be restored. Okay, if you take time, then the consequences may be severe. Okay, so always there's a saying that prevention is better than cure. Okay, if something is going wrong, immediately if you interfere and if you solve, it is good. If you delay, so then the consequences may be severe. At that time, it may be too complicated to solve quickly. Okay. The manager should also determine the correct causes for deviation. This is another important thing. If the cause of deviation is not detected properly, then it will result in few more consequences. Okay. The causes for deviation may be inadequate and poor equipment and machinery, inadequate communication system, lack of motivation of subordinates, defective system of training and selection of personnel, defective system of remuneration. Okay, if there is deviation in the quality of a product, quality of a mechanical product, it may be because of various reasons. It may be because of the faults in the machine itself, in the equipment itself, or it may be because of the skill of the operator or lack of interest in the operator, okay, or because of the inadequate communication. That means if there is communication gap between manager and the subordinator, that is operator of the machine and supervisor of the shop floor, then there may be a problem. Okay, then lack of motivation among subordinates, defective system of training and selection of personnel. Okay, so again, if workers are not properly trained, they may not have sufficient skill to produce components as per requirement. Okay, then defective system of remuneration. If workers don't get enough salary, okay, then they may be demotivated. They may show that that aggression in the output. Okay, intentionally they may produce some default components because of not getting proper salary. Okay, so that is the defective system of remuneration. Next, essentials of effective control system. That means if you want to design an effective control system, okay, what are the points that should be considered? Okay, here we are considering control system for managing people, but generally if you consider engineering control systems, okay, so broadly we classify into two groups, open loop control system and closed loop control system. I think this is familiar to you. What is the difference between open loop control system and closed loop control system? What is the difference?
Sir, yet now we have not studied about control systems, sir.
Okay, you are going to study it in various courses. It is a repetitive topic. Okay, so in engineering systems, broadly we'll consider control systems into open loop and closed loop. Open loop means there will be no feedback system. Closed loop means there will be a feedback system. Okay, so that you will study in other courses definitely, and there is a separate course related to control systems. Okay. Here we are considering control system for managing people. Okay, so one of the point is suitable. So the control system designed to manage resources of a company should be suitable for that company. It should be customized. Okay, the control system should be appropriate to the nature and needs of the activity. A machine-based method of production requires a control system which is different from the system that is used in labor-intensive methods of production. Okay, so some plants are fully automated. Some of the processing and manufacturing plants, so they are fully automated, and some are partially automated, and some are labor intensive. Labor intensive means most of the machines are operated by people. Okay, instead of having automated systems, so you are relying on manual methods of operating systems. Okay, where there are more number of people, then there is a severe need for managing them. Okay, if it is a automated plant, then you can use technology to manage the overall process in a plant. Okay, for that we make use of SCADA systems like supervisory control and data acquisition systems. Okay, if you have visited KMF plants at Chandraipatna, Shettihalli. Okay, so that is the fully automated plant where they will make use of SCADA system. Okay, so there they will get real-time data regarding what is happening at different locations in the plant. Okay, whether what is the level of raw material. Okay, so they will have data in front of a monitor screen. Okay, if it is labor intensive, again the mechanism to collect data and communication channels, everything will be different. Okay, that's why considering the activities and the nature of the company, okay, how it is operating, so you have to design a control system. That is the meaning of suitable. It should be customized. So next, timely and forward looking. Personal and marketing controls always include a time lag between the deviation and corrective action. The reason is uh, if there is deviation in the output of the machine, immediately if you know the reason for deviation, you can change the inputs. Okay, you can change the parameters so that you will get the required output. But for human beings, it is difficult to understand the reasons why people are not showing much interest in work. It is difficult to understand. It will take some time. That's why personal and marketing control always include a time lag. The reason is ನೀನು ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿನಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಸಬಾರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್. ಅವನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. The feedback system should be as short and quick as possible, and the information should reach the superior before it is too late. Okay, control system should be designed such that manager will get information as quickly as possible. Next, objective and comprehensible. Objective means it should be clearly defined. Okay, so the rules, regulations, or what the subordinate need to do. Okay, everything should be clearly defined. That is the objective. Comprehensible means the defined objective must be understood by the subordinate. Okay, so manager ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು subordinate ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. Okay, that is the meaning of objective and comprehensible. Objective controls specify the expected results in clear and definite terms and leave little room for argument by the employees. Okay, so you can consider an example of valuing your CAE answer sheets. Okay, so if you get less marks, then you will argue with the faculty. Okay, if the faculty say, okay, how I have awarded marks for this step, this marks. If the rubrics of evaluation is clearly defined to students, then it is clearly defined. Then students also will understand. If the rubrics of evaluation or the scheme of evaluation is not communicated to students or not made clear to students, then there will be confusion among students. Okay, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಳೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಏನು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Similarly, in the organization structure also same thing will happen. Okay, so that's why it should be objective and comprehensible means subordinates should understand the objectives. Next, flexible. Control system should be flexible so that it can be adjusted to suit the needs of any change in the basic nature of the inputs, sizes, varieties or types of the same product or service. Okay, quite often companies will change the products. Okay, if you consider a car manufacturing company, they will come up with new models of car every year or in 2 or 3 years. Okay, similarly, if you consider mobile phone, they will come up with upgraded handsets. So that means in most of the product and service companies, there will be shift from one product to another product, or if there will be changes in the product, okay, few modifications will be done. This control system should be designed such that those modifications can be accommodated easily. Next, economical. Okay, this is very important consideration in business organizations. Okay, so companies will produce a lot of products, will provide different services. Intention is to earn profit, to make money. Okay, So that's why it should be economical, means people are, a company must be able to get profit. That is the meaning of economical. The benefit derived from a control system should be more than the cost involved in implementing it. Okay, so this should be considered. Otherwise, it will result in various problems. Okay, you can consider the example of demonetization. That is also one of the decision taken by the central government. Okay, 4 years back, government announced that from today onwards, okay, 500 and 1000 rupees notes are not valid. Okay, so do you know the cost of implementing that decision, and what is the profit gained by the government or gained by our economy? What was the loss to economy because of decision called demonetization, and what is the profit? So do you know the value of loss and profit? Hmm? So do you know the loss due to demonetization or profit because of demonetization? If there is profit, what is the value of that profit? If there is loss to the economy, what is the value of that loss? Okay, so as citizens, do you have any data regarding that? Do you know that? Hmm? So what is the cost of demonetization, and what is the overall profit or net loss? So that is the, okay, so if government say, okay, because of demonetization, this was the loss to the economy, and over these 4 years we are able to gain these advantages. Because of these advantages, our economy is able to get this much money. Okay, so that is the way of defining that decision. Otherwise, it is it was not a proper decision. Okay, like that, most of the decisions will be evaluated like that. Okay, so the benefit and cost and profit. Okay, if the cost is more than rewards, then that is not a good decision. That is not economical. Okay, next, prescriptive and operational. Okay, so a control system, in order to be effective and adequate, must not only detect deviations from the standards, but should also provide for solutions to the problems that cause deviations. Okay, so again, this is another consideration. Okay, so solutions also need to be provided to the problems. That is the meaning of operational. Prescriptive means only giving suggestions. Operational means that those suggestions can be implemented and problems can be solved. It must disclose where failures are occurring, who is responsible for them, and what should be done about them. It must focus more on action than on information. Okay, acceptable to organization members. This is another important considerations. Okay, if you have designed a control system, again, people working in an organization should accept that. Otherwise, there will be a problem. Okay, if you if you read newspaper and if you are watching what is happening in our country, okay, farmers are still protesting day by day. So more people are gathering around our capital of our nation. Okay, so what is the reason why people are protesting? Why farmers are protesting? Because, okay, government has amended the labor laws and it is trying to implement it, but now farmers are opposing. So before implementing any laws, okay, so that should be communicated to people, stakeholders, and they must be convinced. Okay, if farmers are convinced, okay, these are the benefits we are going to get with the implementation of these laws, why they will protest? Okay, because of lack of communication, because of this miscommunication. Okay, so now there are a lot of problems. Okay, now this is not only with this is one of the example. In companies also this will happen. If a decision is taken without consulting the stakeholders, then okay, that system will be in problem. Suppose in a college system, okay, if students are not taken into consideration while making a decisions regarding many issues, then again, so that college will be in trouble. Okay, so similarly, so it's any decision or any system, if it need to be implemented, it should be acceptable to all stakeholders, that is organization members. Okay, when standards are set unilaterally by upper level managers, there is a danger that employees will regard those standards are unreasonable or unrealistic. Okay, one of the standard which is familiar to you is the exam duration. Okay, if you are writing a exam for 100 marks, most of the exams conduct okay, so most of the descriptive type exams conducted for 100 marks will have how much duration? Okay, if the exam is conducted for 100 marks, what is the time duration?
3 hours, sir.
3 hours. Okay, what is the criteria for deciding 3 hours time period? So why it is always, in most of the cases, it is 3 hours only. So this is the standard. Okay, so there may be few deviations, but most of the times it will be standard. But you have noticed, okay, for some students, 3 hours is sufficient. For some students, 3 hours is not at all sufficient. So even though this will not be changed, it will remain as 3 hours only. So it is based on a lot of studies and lot of observations, considering the average writing speed of a student, okay, and the way in which questions are asked. Okay, so time duration is set. That is the standard. That is one example of setting standards. Suppose from next year onwards, instead of 3 hours, if it has been reduced to 2 hours, will you accept that? Okay, you have to write exam for 100 marks in 2 hours. Will you accept that? If it is multiple choice questions, you may accept. Okay, if all 100 questions are multiple choices, you may have to tick, then you will accept. Then 2 hours is enough. But without changing the pattern of questions, if the time is reduced, definitely you will oppose it. Okay, similarly in the organization also, whenever decisions are taken, okay, employees or subordinates need to be consulted. Okay, otherwise they may then refuse to meet those standards. This is the problem. Okay, so you may set a target. Okay, you have to complete 10 components. You have to finish 10 components in 7 hours. It may not be possible for the employee. Then what he will do, he will oppose and he will not do his work. Okay, next, reveal exceptions at strategic points. Okay, small exceptions in certain areas have greater significance than larger deviations in other areas. The question is this what a manager's attention should be focused on? Okay, you can understand the meaning of this by you can try to answer for this question. Okay, you can type answer as 1 or 2. Before answering, you have to understand the question. Okay, in a company having 500 employees, there is 5% deviation, that is 5% increase in labor cost, and 20% deviation from the standard in cost of hospitality to guests. If the standard value of labor cost, that is expected labor cost, is 6 crore per year, and standard value of hospitality cost is 3 lakhs per year. Okay, managers attention should be focused on which cost? This is the question. Okay, there are 2 answers. You can type 1, 2. Read the question, understand and answer. So type your answers. You can type 1 or 2. Okay, in this problem or in this question, okay, so there is increase in labor cost and there is increase in hospitality cost. That means when guests arrive to company, okay, company has to treat them properly. Okay, for that some cost incurred. Okay, that is the hospitality cost for a particular year because of deviation from the expected values from the standard operating procedure. Okay, so there is 5% increase in labor cost and 20% increase in hospitality cost. If the labor cost per year is 6 crore and hospitality cost per year is 3 lakh, then manager should focus on reducing which type of cost, whether he should concentrate on reducing labor cost or whether he is focused on cost of hospitality. If he has to focus on any one among these two, which one he has to focus? Okay, that is my question.
Sir, labor only, sir.
Okay, so what about others? You can type your answer.
Sir, it is because it is around 60 lakhs, sir, with respect to labors.
Okay. What about cost of hospitality? How it is 60 lakhs? It is 5%. 5% of 6 crore means how much?
Sir, sorry, sir, not 60 lakhs, 30 lakhs.
30 lakhs. Okay, then 20% hospitality cost means?
It is 60,000 only, sir.
Okay. So now, as a manager, you have to focus on reducing 30 lakh loss to company rather than focusing on reducing 60,000 loss to company. Okay. So this is how exceptions will be identified. Reveal exceptions at strategic point means manager should decide, okay, is this what a manager's attention should be focused on? He has to focus on which issues. Okay, every manager is having a constraint regarding time. Okay, he cannot concentrate on everything. Okay, so he has to decide on that. In this case, manager has to focus on labor cost because even though it is 5% increase, the amount when you consider the annual labor cost, it will be 30 lakhs. Even though it is 20% deviation in hospitality, its amount is only 60,000. Okay, so like this manager has to concentrate or he has to make a decision. Okay, on which thing he has to focus. Motivate people to high performance. Successfully meeting a tough standard may well provide a greater sense of accomplishment among people than meeting an easy standard. Okay, so as there is a human mentality or human tendency. Okay, if we are able to achieve something which is difficult, which is challenging, we will feel more accomplished. We will be very happy. Otherwise, if you achieve something which is easily achievable, then you don't feel that much enthusiastic or you don't get motivated. Okay, you can consider the example of writing answer to a question on your own without copying from anything, and writing an exam like copywriting. So usually you may get more marks. Okay, even by writing it as a copywriting, you may get more marks. But if you look at the level of motivation you are going to get by doing that, it will be less. Okay. Similarly, if you think on your own, if you write something, even though if you get less marks also, you are better motivated. Okay, that is the meaning. This is based on studies on human behavior. Okay, motivate people to high performance. However, if a target is so tough that it seems impossible to meet, it will be more likely to discourage than to motivate effort. Okay, this is another consequence. Again, if you get a very tough question where even after concentrated effort, if it is not possible for you to answer, then again you will feel demotivated. That's why manager has to decide. Okay, if he is setting a challenging, if he is giving a challenging task, or if he is setting a challenging level of performance. Okay, so he has to consider. Okay, so various aspects. It should not be. It should not look like not at all achievable. Okay, at the same time it should not be easy to achieve. Okay, so that is the reason after every CIA I am taking feedback. The reason is to understand how you are feeling, whether it is too difficult for you or is it possible for you to write answers. Okay, so that is the approach based on the concept studied in this course. Okay, standards that are too difficult may cause decline in the performance of organization members. Next, should not lead to less attention to other aspects. So that means if focus is on only one aspect, then there is a problem that simultaneously manager may not be concentrating on other issues. Okay, control over one phase of operation should not lead to less attention to other aspects. For example, if controls put pressure on employees to increase output, the quality of work, care of equipment, and prevention of waste should not be neglected. If you consider production company, okay, so employees target ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀನು ಇದು ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಹಾಳಾಗೋ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Okay, that is one of the consequence. Okay, even that may result in more defective products. Okay, so you may be able to produce 15 instead of 10, but out of 15 again 6 may be defective. These are the consequences that may arise. Okay, and again if you consider managing the nation, okay, if some political leaders concentrate on winning elections rather than looking after the economy of the nation, looking after the unemployment problem, if they concentrate only on elections, so that is also having a lot of consequences on the nation. Okay, so like that, it is a very important aspect. They should be periodically reviewed and evaluated. Every control system should be periodically reviewed and evaluated in relation to its objectives to see how effective and efficient, okay, the design proved to be and why it failed. Next, last topic, okay, control techniques are methods of establishing control. Okay, so there are different techniques. Control techniques are classified as past oriented control techniques and future oriented control techniques, market control techniques, bureaucratic control techniques, and clan control techniques, old control techniques and new control techniques. Okay, past oriented control techniques and future oriented. Past oriented control techniques, also known as post action controls, measure results after the work is completed. Okay, if you look at the examples, you will understand. Accounting records, okay, for every financial year accounting will be done. That is after at the end means after. Okay, post. Next, inspection of goods and services. Okay, after production, goods or products will be inspected. That is the post oriented control after production. Then school grade reports. If you consider the marks card, okay, you have written the exam after announcement of result, marks card will be issued in school or college. Okay, so these are the post oriented control techniques. You know how your parents are going to control you by looking at the marks card. Okay, most of us will have that experience. If you have scored less marks in the exam, okay, so they will take some actions so that your performance in next academic year will be better. So you already exam bardagide fail or pass agirtira, then your parents will see the marks card. So then also they will take some action. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಸಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸಮ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಬಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ತೊಗೊಳೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ are steering control. Okay, you have seen steering in vehicles, automobiles. Okay, while driving itself, you will control, you will regulate. That is like online inspection. Okay, while producing a product itself, so you are inspecting. That is the future-oriented control technique. So before completion of the product, okay, so before writing exam, if parents take action, okay, so that is the future-oriented control technique. Okay, also known as feed-forward control. Measure results before the work is completed. They serve as warning posts principally to direct attention rather than to evaluate. Okay, ನೀನು ಓದಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ತೀಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ if your parents are saying before exam, so that is the future oriented control technique. So if they are not worried before and now after looking at your marks card, if they are giving feedback, that is the past oriented control technique. Okay, example, cash flow and fund flow analysis, network planning. Cash flow and fund flow analysis means if every business company require money, okay, for it may be for investment, it may be to it has arranged for various costs. Okay, ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೊಂದಿಸೋದು. Okay, so what are the sources? That company has to plan earlier. Okay, after 6 months, I may get loan from this bank, or I may get money from this investor. Like that, they have to plan. Network planning also you can consider it as supply chain management. That means from where you can get raw materials. Okay, at what time? Okay, if you want raw materials, earlier only you have to give order to suppliers. Immediately you cannot get material. Okay, so that also need to be planned. So these type of control techniques are called as future oriented. Okay, next, market control, bureaucratic control, and clan control. Market control techniques establish control by drawing comparisons of prices and profits of previous year or of other organizations. Okay, so most of the economic performance will be evaluated based on previous year, based on previous quarter. Okay, if you look at performance of banks, where it may be SBI or Canara Bank or other banks. Okay, for every 6 months, every 3 months, or for every year, they will say, okay, this year Canara Bank has got this much net profit. Okay, this year Infosys got this much net profit. So like that, okay, every year it will be analyzed, profit or loss will be analyzed. Okay, so even government will analyze based on the GDP. Okay, at the beginning of this course we discussed about GDP of the previous quarter. Okay, now recently few days before, government has announced the GDP for the previous quarter. What was the value? Okay, what is the GDP now? GDP of India now. For previous quarter we know, for the current quarter, that means recently announced value, how much? Okay, after lockdown ಎಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ reduce ಆಗಿತ್ತು GDP value? That we discussed earlier also. Okay, what is the GDP of India now? If someone asks you, okay, GDP ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ, but they should know what is the value. निश्चय, Charan, okay, now the GDP value is minus 7.5. Okay, earlier during the previous quarter it was I think minus 27. Okay, so now it is minus 7, and now we are in technical recession. So if any nation, okay, have negative GDP for two quarters. Okay, that will be considered as technical recession. Now our economy is in technical recession. Okay, so that's why that market control techniques are established. Okay, next, the prices which organizations assign to their products or services are considered as an accurate reflection of the effectiveness of their internal control. It is suited for profit organizations operating in a competitive environment. Bureaucratic control techniques establish control by requiring employees to comply with them. That means this is for government organizations, government departments. Okay, there will be set of rules, policies. Okay, every employee or every worker or government employee should follow that framework, or he has to work within that framework. Suited to non-profit organizations where prices and competitive markets do not exist. Okay, next, clan control techniques establish control by generating trust, tradition, commitment, and shared belief. Clan control techniques are like in-group business organizations or small family-run business organizations. Okay, best suited to matrix organizations and small family-owned organizations. Next, there are another type of control techniques. So that is old control technique and new control techniques. Old control techniques are those techniques which have been long used by managers. Most of these techniques are financial or accounting based, directed towards the control of money. Example, budgeting, cost accounting, responsibility accounting, financial statements, break-even analysis, and auditing. Okay, last, new control techniques provide the kind of information that are not readily available with the old techniques. These techniques act as better future-oriented devices direct towards the control of time. Examples are PERT and CPM. Okay, so these we are going to study in operation research course. Okay, so or even we might have already studied in mathematics also. These are quantitative techniques. Okay, PERT, CPM, statistical process control, charts, human resource accounting, employee relation, index. So you are going to study about statistical process control charts also in one of the course, statistical process control and quality management. In that course, you are going to study about this. Okay, this completes module 2. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, otherwise I will wind up this class.